family, friends, and YouTube. Today is July 24, 2024, and Snowee has 1,284 miles on her. Well, today it looks like it's going to rain. Temperature is about 85, and I wanted to share with some of you that sent me private email messages as to why I took a video down that I had posted regarding the return issues I was having with the company called Wing Stuff. Well, I need to be clear that the company made everything right, and I mean, they took care of everything, and I guess when you get right down to it, you have to think about all the things that were factored in that particular day. And I had learned a few things. And one thing I learned: never make videos when you're upset. Well, their issue was with the return policy. It turned out to be an isolated incident. I took the video down out of respect, because the company, we can only ask that if we're ever done wrong or we feel we have an injustice, all we can ask is for the other party to make it right. And that's exactly what Wing Stuff did. They made it right. I mean, I'm whole again. No harm, no foul. So I didn't see a need to have that video circulating anymore, because it was an isolated incident and there were several factors involved, and which created a lot of confusion. So having said that, I wanted to briefly talk about doing business with certain companies when you're in the Gold Wing community. And there are several different places that I purchase stuff from. Well, technically probably around 5. There are 5 places I buy stuff from, and Wing Stuff just happened to be one of those places. But before I get into that, I wanted to express my gratitude to my Gold Wing community, my motovlog brotherhood. See, when I posted that video, people such as Cruise Man, Robert White, Road Glide, and a few others, they reached out to me immediately saying that my experience was unfortunate, but it doesn't sound like the company. It sounds like it may have been somebody else. Well, when you get a lot of people, you know, notifying you that it just didn't sound like something that the company had done in the past, or, you know, in their experience, you have to give it a second look. And I did, and I'm glad I did, because, like I said, it was an isolated incident, and it has since been rectified. But it told me a little bit about the Gold Wing community also. See, none of my community brothers, Cruise Man, Robert White, Road Glide, Tom from Tom Adventures, none of those came out and said, hey, I don't think that it happened. You know, no one doubted that it happened, because that's one thing I will assure my viewers: I will never lie to you. But they were confident, or fairly confident, that it's not how that company did business. So anyway, all that was taken care of. And the community, I would say my brotherhood, because I have a vlogging community as well, and they're more like brothers, and they reached out to me. They supported me. A couple of them are friends with the owners of the company. I'm not that type of person, just to let you know on the up and up, that if I ever had a problem with Microsoft, my software or something like that, I would never call Bill Gates or anybody and say, hey, I need this resolved. I wouldn't do business with them. So basically, I said a few things in the video out of frustration, but nothing was a lie. Everything was honest. It did happen the way I said it happened, but it was taken care of. But my Gold Wing brothers, my motovlog brothers, they never doubted me. They never questioned my experience as being not true. They, in fact, were very supportive and expressed how unfortunate it was that I had to go through that, and suggested a couple ways to try to rectify the situation, and which they were correct on those suggestions that they made. So I just wanted to let you know that when you're doing business with people, I like honest business brokers. I do like everything to be on the up and up. Well, I also started looking at the companies that I actually buy Gold Wing parts from and do business with. You know, Wing Stuff, of course, is one right off the top. And then you have Revzilla, Big Bike Parts. I only bought one thing from Big Bike Parts, but Big Bike Parts and Gold Strike 3D. So all of those vendors I do business with. And then I encountered another one, which was called the Gold Wing, or the Gold Wing store, and that one, highly impressive. I placed an order at that store at like 11 o'clock at night. I got an email immediately from I guess the owner, making sure that the part that I was ordering, if I was aware that it needed a distribution hub, and do I have one? And then I said yes, I have the Gold Strike distribution block. And he said okay, I would need the adapter from Pathfinder to Gold Strike adapter. Very, very helpful. I mean, and did all that. So that was very good business practice, and I really enjoy that, and I'm going to do more business with that company. But I just wanted to share briefly to some of you that asked why I took a certain video down, and that is because I did what I think and will still believe is the right thing to do. Although nothing in the video was a lie, the experience happened, but the company, all we can ask for them is to make things right, and the company made things right. But at the same time, I encountered a new company which I am impressed with, and that's the Gold Wing store. So I intend to do more business with them as well. Now, I don't know what vendors you use. I'm quite sure most of us use the same basic vendors. But if you know of any other vendors that are good and good businesses, you know, let the community know. I'm just impressed with like I said, I have a small motovlog community, and we all ride, we share our thoughts, we get out on the road, we support each other. And when I say support each other, there's nothing like it. Most of my motovlog brothers apparently live in Texas, and they all have breakfast together and all that. I'm from Tennessee. I live in Tennessee, so I don't get to meet and greet with them and all that. I don't get to fellowship with them, but they're very supportive of me, and they've welcomed me in, despite any views I may have, opinions I may have. They're very supportive, and it's just one of the things I happened to jump out of me the last 2 days, because I pulled that video down. I put it up and pulled it down the same day, on July 22nd, and they were extremely supportive of me, and I'm very grateful to all of them. Road Glide, Robert White, Cruiseman, Tom Adventures. I appreciate all your feedback. Again, I'm an honest person, so when I have experienced something, I promised my viewers I would share that with them. But at the same time, I want my viewers to also respect the fact that if somebody done me wrong or done something wrong that I perceived was wrong and they made it right, there's no need for me to beat that up. And I'm not. I'm just not. So for those of you that sent me the private email messages, that is why I pulled the video down, because that company made everything right. And I will continue to do business with that company without any hesitation. But I also want to thank my Gold Wing community for following along with these videos. That one I granted, the one I put out the other day, that was more of a rant. That was outside of my character, and I produced that video within minutes of an incident that occurred, and I posted that video right away. So what did we learn? Well, let me tell you some of the things I learned real quick. I'm going into Kentucky right now, but let me tell you some of the things I learned. One, never make a video when you're frustrated or upset. And I assume that would go for also never make a video when you're extremely happy either, because either way they were going to come across, they're probably going to come across the way you did or did not intend for them to come across exactly. Number two, that the UPS store is not UPS. That's right. The UPS store is not the same as UPS. That's why you wind up paying 3-4 times the price to have a package sent. So that's a lesson learned. Another lesson I learned: no matter how close you think you are with certain people, they show themselves really quick whenever you have an incident or you're expressing frustration. And my community supported me during that entire thing. I got nothing but 100% support, and that's a very good lesson learned. Another lesson I learned, that many vendors are also part of the Gold Wing community. You may not know it, but they ride bikes. Some of them ride Gold Wings. So we got a pretty good network. And let me open this visor. Maybe not. But we got a pretty good network. And I don't want to extend this video too long, so I don't want to ramble on and keep regurgitating the same information. I said what I needed to put out there. And soon, because of the mileage, I am going to be changing the oil on this new 2024 Gold Wing. I know I only have 1,292 miles on it. I plan to change it here shortly. I already have the stuff come in. I'm going to change it simply because I'm not going to go with Honda's recommendation of 4,000 miles. I'm going to probably change the oil twice before I reach the 4,000 mile mark, and then after that I'll probably change it, you know, every 3,000 or 5,000 miles. Haven't decided on that yet, but it'll be more than every 8,000 that Honda recommends. So anyway, that video will be coming out when I do it. That one will come out shortly, and you'll get to see the big blue lift in action. For those of you just joining, I have a big blue lift, and you'll see that in action and see how easy I will be able to simply change my oil and everything with a stool. Just roll around on the stool and change the oil. That's going to be nice. Of course, the only time I'm going to have to really get on the ground is taking the Traxxion Dynamics engine guard on and off. But other than that, everything else will be done about 3 feet above the ground with the bike fully lifted. But oh, that's another, let me add one more vendor that I actually use, and I got a few things from them, and that's Traxxion Dynamics. So I don't want to leave Max out. I do buy items from him. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. I just wanted to get out on a nice day in between rain cycles, express myself a little bit, say thank you to my Gold Wing community, and also let other people know why I pulled a certain video down. I wasn't hiding anything. But until next time, just live your life.